James Dixon, who's in town this weekend in particular for Black Women's Expo. But tell me a little bit about your book and what you've got going on.
The book is about when men and women are in relationships. They break up on Thursday, and a man have a new woman on Friday. It's about challenging men to say, hey, don't move so quickly from relationship to relationship. Deal with your emotional baggage from your previous relationship. Talk about it, express it, feel better about it before you take that into your next relationship.
And we know men don't talk, but why is that?
It's funny that not only do men not talk, but other men don't want to listen. And so the biggest part of the problem is I might be hurting, you might be my good friend, you'll call me and say, Stephen, are you okay? And I'll say no or yes. Well, I'll say yes, I'm fine. And then my male friend will say, okay, and just accept that answer. Whereas women, you guys relate more, you guys are more comfortable to share your feelings and your emotions. Women get together, vent, express themselves, drink, all those type of things, and cry on each other's shoulders. Whereas men, we basically we don't want to talk about it and we don't want to hear it.
So what can women do, or is this even our issue? What can we do to get you all to talk either to each other or to us so that we're not running into the man-ho over and over again? That's
the problem, definitely. There's nothing women can do, honestly. A man has to be self-empowered or self-motivated. I challenge men. It needs to be men challenging other men to do better. We need other men. We need husbands saying to other husbands like, hey, you're not doing a great job as a husband. We need single men challenging other single men to stop lying. Why are you lying? You don't have to lie to women. There's a lot of women out there. I challenge men. I tell single men all the time that I never had to lie to a woman to get her to like me.
But what I suspect, and we'll have like our little the doctor is in moment later, I guess, but what I don't understand is why it's not necessarily that they feel that they have to lie to get women to like them. I think they just lie because it's something to do on like a Tuesday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
It's almost like how society raises us. As a young boy, there was always so much pressure to be aggressive or to get things done with a woman. What happened? Did you touch her? Did you rub on her? Whatever, things like that. And so not only are we lying to women, sometimes we're lying to our own friends. And so it's so much pressure. So I'm just saying to men, hey, be your own man. And what's unique about my book and about my transformation is I've said to myself, hey, I'm better than this in corporate America, in the business world, in the real world, in my relationships, in my private life. I wasn't doing well. So I started applying some of those characteristics and traits to help my marriage.
Now, we've all heard the statistics about black women in this country and marriage, and it appears to be very disparaging. Women have a lot of responsibility for that number where, some say our lists are too specific or unreasonable. I've heard you talk about us being financially independent now and that becoming a problem. We're not necessarily socially or professionally in the same set of people that we would find African American men. But what role do African American men play in that statistic? Where's their responsibility? My
book, Men Don't Heal, We Hold, is about challenging men to be emotionally stable. The subtitle is a book about the emotional instability in men. When you're emotionally unstable, you're not a good decision maker. You're running around, you think the grass is always greener somewhere else. You don't want to stay. You just move on. And so it's about teaching and training men to know that, hey, this can work if you're settled. Settle down. Don't, at the first sign of danger, run, get angry, get emotional, things like that, and say, hey, you're the man, really, it becomes to the man. My principle is that all relationships are either successful or they fail based on the leadership of men. So it's about challenging men. You can do better. You can be a lot. I talk to a lot of husbands every day, and my challenge to them, I always say, I'm a better husband than you. I meet husbands and say, hey, how you doing? I'm Stephen. I'm a better husband than you. Are you married? Just to get that challenge going, just to get that started, because too often we don't do that as men.
Tell me about what you're doing for Essence.com.
Essence, I started a blog. Essence offered me a blog called The Relationship Report. It'll be updated every Thursday, and I talk about the hottest trending topics in relationships. I stay close to what's going on because I talk to people every day. I tell people, send me emails, send me your relationship questions, Facebook, Twitter, all those things. Email Stephen James Dixon at relationshipbeast.com. And I'm talking to real live people who have problems. And sometimes I get nuggets of information, and when I'm talking to them about what's going on, I'm able to pass that information on in the form of an article to Essence.com.
Now, as a woman, to me it seems like you're very available to women. We can reach you on Essence.com. Women are definitely going to be more likely to go out and buy the book. If the problem, or not the problem,
I know you're going.
Come on. Language. if your target audience is men, then how do you reach them?
I go grab them. Whenever I'm somewhere and I meet someone, or especially when I meet a husband or someone engaged or a man that's dating that's interesting, I immediately grab them and sit them down like I'm dad for some reason. You know, I don't know why, but I think with men you have to challenge them like that. And I have to say to men, hey man, you can be good at this. You can be good at marriage. One of the problems we have in our society is husbands are not talking positively about marriage. Even the ones that are happy are kind of so happy that they're just over here. I'm not going to talk. I'm going to be happy with my family, my wife, and I'm happy. And so I need the first part of my message is saying to men that, hey, you can be happy. So once they get that, because a lot of single men are like, I ain't going to be happy. All my friends aren't happy. I don't want to get married. You know, it's that stain on it.
Do they want to be? Because
a lot of men are terrified.
I don't think they even want to be.
They're terrified first. Because I think it's with anything you do. It's almost like a fad. If people were happy, then more people would do it. If it was fun, oh, it's so fun, it's so great. More, oh, I want to do that, it's fun and great. But that's not the stigma that's with it right now. Right now, people are just more concerned with selfishness and being happy. And so I'm saying to married men, come out. Say, hey, this is great, this is well, it's great because of me. Because I say with men, like I said, my principle, all marriages are either successful or they fail based on the leadership of men. If there's a bad husband, it's going to be a bad marriage. And so we definitely need our men to step up to the plate.
Okay, so for viewers going out on a date tonight, whatever day they're watching this, give me one tip for men or women for just a successful dating life, a lifestyle.
Let's talk about women, because we all the time we're talking about women and, you know, like you said, the statistics and all that kind of stuff. One thing I do with women, too, is I empower women. My number one principle I say to single women is to date more and leave earlier. So a lot of times women say to me, well, dating is a waste of time. I'm like, no, dating is not a waste of time. Staying in a bad relationship is a waste of time. Get out of that. If you're a good woman and he didn't respect it or respond to it, be out. Leave. Don't put up with that. Date more. So women say, I don't want to date. It's wasting time. No. You can go out on a date with a guy. Like you said, y'all have y'all list sometimes. I'm oftentimes talking women into dating that guy that may only have 7 of the things on our list. But I'm like, go out with him. Maybe you find that he has, you know, something that's not on your list that's better. Moral character. Maybe he's spiritual. Maybe he has a great relationship with his mother. Things like that. That you can give him a little pump, you know, another point in your list. And so definitely just go out with a guy. You can go. A guy could take you to a movie or to dinner, and then you can decide if you want to go out with him again. I think you can go one date, you know, without a big deal.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Appreciate you having me.
The name of the book again?
Men Don't Heal, We Hoe. A book about the emotional instability in men. Definitely find it on StephenJamesDixon.com, Facebook, Twitter. Email me with your relationship questions. StephenJamesDixon@relationshipbeast.com. Thanks for having me.